Hello. All right, so I'm gonna wait for this little button to pop on. Okay, so I can go ahead and pin my shopping link right here in the comments. So you can find everything I'm about to use at rayahopebeauty.com, and I'm gonna pin it here so it'll stay there throughout the tutorial. So if you need anything or if you see anything that you really love that you'd love to give a try, we do have a love it guarantee, so you can always return for your money back if you're not thrilled on anything. And you can shop right there, rayahopebeauty.com. And did you share? No.
It's doing the thing again.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this to my Facebook page, which is just like my normal page. And then we're gonna share it to my beauty group, which is called Beauty by Raya Hope. So if you're not in that, I kind of nicknamed it my like VIP group.
Gotcha.
So make sure that you're in all of those. Good morning, hello, how are you guys? Okay, so I actually had a customer yesterday or the day before yesterday send me a picture of this presenter, and she had these gorgeous colors on her eyes. And I thought that I would recreate that look. I wish I could find who it was to share it. Give us a shout out to her because it looked so stunning. But we're gonna do a new eyeshadow palette today. It's like so fall. I'm so excited. So that is the look we're gonna be doing today. But first we gotta put our foundation on. So we're gonna use my favorite coverage, which is the BB Floss Complexion Enhancer in the shade Bisque. And then we're gonna mix our Liquid Touch on top. So right here I have my BB Flawless, which is a moisturizing medium coverage foundation. And then I'm gonna put my Liquid Touch right on top of that. And the reason that I mix the two together is because it gives me super full coverage, but what I also love about it is it thickens up the consistency, so it's less likely to saturate into my creasing, fine lines, large pores. And then also is going to be adding a moisturizing touch to our foundation. So with the winter being so dry, I love using the BB Flawless in combination because like I said, it adds that really nice moisturizing touch to it. Also has a natural SPF in it, but look at how gorgeous and full coverage this goes on. It goes on so beautifully. Doesn't feel like you're wearing anything at all. It's so lightweight. And then you're just going to bring it down your neck. Always bring it down the neck. Hello, hi Laura. Are those the same color she had on in the picture? Yes, they were. Okay, so we're just going to throw on our foundation really fast. If you guys have yet to grab this foundation, make sure that you message me and I can give you a full recommendation. So last month the foundation came on sale on the Kudos. So if you weren't able to grab it, it's totally fine because you can actually grab it this month in the collection that is called the Ready Set Prep. So here we have the BB Floss Complexion Enhancer. So this is the shade Bisque that I'm using. And then I'm just taking my Liquid Touch foundation, and this is in the shade Eyelet, which is a few shades darker, and we're just squirting it right on top. So I don't really count drops. I mostly just kind of saturate the top layer of it. And then we're gonna dot this around our face. And this brush is called the Powder Concealer Brush. This is also from Unique. It's really comparable to the IT Cosmetics one, but ours is way better because it's more flexible, it's softer, and it distributes the makeup so beautifully. So we're just going to dot this and kind of smudge it around our face. And I love doing it first with the brush because it just applies it very evenly and very quickly. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take whatever's left over on my brush and I'm just going to wipe this on my beauty blender, just like this, just so we're not wasting any product. All right, so now that we have our beauty blender, this is damp, so I wring it underneath the sink water, and obviously as I squeeze it, no water falls from it. That's when it's ready to use. And now we're just going to bounce this off our skin just like this. Now the reason that I go in first with the brush, then with the beauty blender, is because the brush, like I said, applies it very quickly and very evenly, kind of distributes it all over. And then the Blending Bud by Unique, one, it's made for this foundation, so it applies it extremely well, but these are actually made from a different material. I like to say that it feels almost like a wetsuit rather than like a soft, squishy sponge. And you're definitely going to feel and see the difference from using this versus like a beauty blender you'd pick up at Walmart. So here's an example of how it's so important. So for just a brush, you can see some unevenness. Brushes can't get in all these hard to reach crevices. So going over with the Beauty Blender, the blending bud, Unique calls them blending buds. If you're like, why do you keep saying both? As you see, it just really applies it super intentionally. So if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, grab these blending buds. You get two. You get the large and the small. Great for foundation and concealer. And we're just going to go over everywhere with this. But do you see how incredible this covers? Oh my gosh, it's so good. Thank you. I actually tagged where my shirt is from in the caption of the tutorial. It's from the Rusted Magnolia. You can find her on Instagram. I'm actually going to do a cute little try on haul with her boutique after this on my Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on Insta, make sure you do. All you have to do is search Rhea Hope on Instagram and you'll find me. Make it pretty easy. All right, so now I always like to go in with just a touch more of my BB Flawless to add just that little bit of moisture. But I can't get over this coverage. It's so incredible and it's so light on your skin. Aw, thank you. Colors BB Floss. I'm using the shade Bisque in the BB Flawless, and then the Liquid Touch was in the shade Eyelet for me today. Hello. They really make such a huge difference on how smooth and flawless your makeup looks. It also helps to prevent creasing as well. So if you struggle with your makeup creasing a lot, the blending buds make such a huge difference. Did you prep before today, or do you normally go straight foundation? So I always prep my skin before off camera just because it takes a little bit of time. So my pre-makeup routine, I do the same thing every single time. I use our Touch Bold setting spray, and then I use our Glorious face primer. So I spray my face with the setting spray, I let it dry, and then I go in with about a pea-sized amount of our Glorious face primer, and I apply that all over my face, my eyes, my lips. I really massage it in, kind of push it in, and then I let that sit on my skin for about 3-5 minutes, and then I spray again with the setting spray to really set it all and get it all just a good kind of barrier between my makeup and my skin. So it helps to prevent your makeup from sinking into your pores, your fine lines, your creasing, and it helps to contain any natural oils or natural dryness. All right, so now we're gonna take our concealer in the shade Organza, and we're just going to warm it up between our fingers just like that. And look at how great this covers. This is seriously, if you have dark spots or just anything that you find that's difficult to hide on your skin, the concealer is the way to go. It is so opaque, meaning you can't see through it, and it blends out like a dream. It's so good. And with our concealer, less is more, because it is seriously incredible. So like I said, you can get this bundle under Sets and Collections. It's called the Ready Set Prep, and it comes with the concealer, the foundation, the primer, the setting spray or setting powder, and it also comes with the blush. So you get a ton of product plus a little Chanel lookalike bag too. So you get so much stuff for that. Thank you. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure that you click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. And if you find that you found something useful, or you think that someone that you know would enjoy this tutorial, go ahead and tag them in the comments. All right, so now I am gonna take a regular beauty blender. I got this at Walmart. I'm gonna spray it with my setting spray. And now I'm gonna go in with my Touch Bold translucent setting powder. Now I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it, but you don't have to necessarily use this much product if you don't have oily skin. If you have normal skin, you could either skip this step or you could use less of it. But this technique that I'm gonna be doing is called baking. And what it does is it draws out any of those natural oils in your skin that push against your foundation, making it look shiny or greasy or just come off altogether. I use my concealer in a shade lighter. I always recommend going a little bit lighter in your concealer just for the brightening effect, which helps your under eyes to look tighter, more youthful, and it also helps to cover dark circles really well. If you have oily eyelids, you can also bake over that. So if you find that it's really hard to get your eyeshadow to stick, I think that really helps too. All right, so now that we are fully baked, you can let this sit for however long you want. I know some people that leave it on for the remainder of the foundation or the makeup routine, and I also know sometimes that they don't let it sit on there that long like I am. So we're just gonna fan this away just like this. And we're gonna go right underneath, just like so. And I see so many new faces, so welcome. If you haven't watched one of my tutorials before, go ahead and hashtag newbie in the comments. And like I said in the beginning of this, if you want to be color matched or you need any recommendations on makeup, everything is available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And you can always message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a recommendation. And then now for if you do have dry skin or if you do have normal skin, this is a step that I think that you would really like for brightening your under eye, giving it that really kind of firm appearance, and then also helping to prevent your under eyes from creasing. So this is a pressed powder, so technically it is a foundation, but our pressed powders are so silky soft. They're so silky, they're not heavy, they're incredible. So I'm using the lightest shade in the shade Scarlet, and I'm gonna grab it on my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna kind of push it underneath my lower eye, just like this. And we're sticking in that shape, just like so. Aw, thanks, Tammy. Hello, Georgia. Awesome. Welcome. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for being here. So, like I said, if you guys need any recommendations or any help with your makeup or skincare, anything, definitely send me a message. And then while you're here, make sure that you turn on the live notifications. There should be 3 little dots up here. If you click those, you can turn on live notifications. So that way you'll get alerted next time I do a makeup tutorial. I do full coverage. We have mom on the go looks. I try to kind of mix it up and give you guys like a whole bunch of different content and references for makeup and hair and all the things. Yes, so if you have super oily skin, exactly, the setting powder is going to draw out those oils and trap them. So what I just did on my under eye, I also, like I said, have super oily skin, so I can get away with using that much powder on my face. But if you have to pick and choose, you can always message me and I can let you know like which you should go with, or both, or either or anything like that, or skip it all together. It just really depends on your skin tone, your skin type, and your preference of coverage. So definitely make sure that you're sending me a message so I can give you like a full recommendation. So baking, like I said, it sets everything and makes your pores look smaller, makes your face look more matte and more full coverage. It also draws out the natural oils. All right, so now we're gonna set everything. So you can see some discoloration, you could see some lack of coverage in some areas, so we're gonna really even everything out using the Mineral Touch pressed powder again, but this is in the shade Satin, which is it's like a shade darker than my foundation. But I use it to really even out everything. So always bring down the neck. And I'm using on this gigantic kabuki brush because it applies it very airy and very light and even on our skin. So we're not overusing the powder. We're simply kind of applying it almost like airbrushed. So we're just going to tap this on just like so all over. And you're gonna begin to see how it just starts to really even out and give us that really flawless full coverage. So same thing over here. Hello, welcome. Oh, no worries, totally understand. I try to answer all of your guys' comments, but sometimes they go too quickly for me to read. So if I didn't answer it, just go ahead and comment it again. And if I still don't see it, because I'm trying to look down, look in the mirror, I'm all over the place. But I always encourage you guys to send me a message if you guys need help or recommendations or questions or anything. You can always, always, always message me. And if you need to be color matched or need recommendations, shoot me that selfie. What do you recommend for super blotchy, acne-prone skin on 50-year-old? So I would recommend the mixture that I did in the beginning of this tutorial, so you can absolutely watch it on the replay to catch what I used. But I basically mixed our BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer and our Liquid Touch together to equal out to the super flawless, hydrating, full coverage. And if you're not sure what colors they are, message me, or colors you are. Okay, so now for contouring. Super easy. Who out there is like freaked out of contouring? I know that's something that like I used to be really scared about to do and thought it was like this huge to do. It was so hard, looked so difficult. All these YouTubers were like marking up their face, looking crazy. Who out there is scared of it? Press a little heart emoji if you're like, yep, freaked out. I don't even know where to begin. What is contouring? So I was the same way, like I said. So now this is my favorite way to contour. It's fast, it's easy, and it's so stunning. So this is called the Beachfront Bronzer, and this is in the shade Hermosa, which is the the middle shade. And then we're gonna use the unique tapered blusher brush. If you have a hard time contouring, you need this brush. It does all of the work for you. It's the perfect shape, perfect size, everything. So this is underneath tools on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. So you're gonna grab it in the bronzer, and you're gonna swirl on the cap. That really separates the pigment, so when you go in and put it on your face, it applies it very evenly instead of getting like a chunk of powder on your skin. So swirl on the cap, you can even tap some off. Then you're gonna go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. That's kind of where you know where you're going with it. So you're gonna take this horizontally, and you're just going to begin to swipe this back and forth right underneath that hollow. Again, sticking to that area. See how it kind of goes into a slanted line? Now, once you've done that, then you're gonna turn your brush vertically, and you're just going to swirl it over that area. And what this does is it kind of softens out that line, spreads it out evenly, and it helps to really morph your cheeks and gives you that structure. Click that little heart emoji if you see that difference. See how this on my face looks much more like structured. You can see my cheekbones, my under eyes look brighter, tighter, more youthful. Does that look muddy or dirty? Look how stunning that is, and that's so good. So incredible, not heavy, doesn't look intense. It just perfectly morphs your face. So another little trick to go underneath your jawline. So if you're beginning to get a little older and you're beginning to see some droopage with your cheeks, you can kind of contour underneath your jawline like this, and it's gonna give the appearance that it's much higher up. So tons of fun little tricks you can do with contouring. But like I said, definitely make sure that you grab the tapered blusher brush, which is this guy, and the Beachfront bronzer. If you're not sure what color to grab, just message me and I can tell you. Okay, so for forehead, this is how I like to do it. I take it right here in the temples first, so I just kind of line it, and then we're just going to begin to work along the hairline, and I don't go below my eyebrows. I like that separation here, but you can also do an E and a 3. It's kind of how you want to think of it. So you can always play around to see what looks good on your face shape, but this is how I like to do it. So we'll just kind of like make the center of our face pop. Alright, so would you skip the concealer? I would still do the concealer. It has incredible coverage, and it really bumps up the makeup routine. Hello, welcome. Okay, so we're gonna catch this side up. So again, horizontally, turn vertically, just kind of swirl, soften that up. And then for your nose to contour, so easy. You're just gonna squeeze the brush and run it down the sides of your nose just like this. Just like so. And like I said, if you aren't following me on Instagram yet, make sure that you request to follow. My name is Rhea Hope on there. And then to contour your lip, you just kind of go around like that, and it gives the illusion that your bottom lip is much more powderier. So tons of fun things that you can play around with contour. Or basically like playing around with lighting. Wherever contour is gonna recede, and wherever you have something highlighted or nothing at all is gonna pop forward. And then you can build this up. Make it as dark or as bold as you want, really. All right, so now for a really great blush that's very subtle, perfect for every day. There's no shimmer to it, it's matte. Like I said, it's really, really stunning. So this blush is in the shade Sweet, and we're gonna take the blusher brush by Unique, which I love because it's angled, it's fluffy. So you're gonna tap it in, always swirl in the mirror or the cap of whatever product you're using. This smile, and then you're just gonna tap this on the apple of your cheek, working to the hairline just in this area. And this is just gonna give us a very gorgeous, like flushed look. One of my favorite colors. It's very subtle, just simply makes you not look so washed out. So just tapping this on just like that. Can I get the link? Yes, if you want any links or anything like that, just message me and I can give you the link to whatever you're needing. But all of the makeup that I've used is all available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, including most of the tools. Sure, I just need a lighter pressed powder. I have dark circles and choose Organza color to help peachy effect combat circles. Yes, good idea. And then you can also kind of set your under eye as well with the pressed powder in the shade Scarlet, which would also help to brighten your under eyes as well. All right, so now for highlight. A good poppin' highlight. I have short hair, my cheeks really stand out, so I like to kind of play around with that. So what I've been loving to do is taking this product right here. This is the Touch a la Mode Luminizer, and this is in the shade Pearly. Look how gorgeous that is. It's like this gorgeous gold. We're gonna take it on our finger, and we're gonna slowly kind of pat this on the highest part of our cheekbone, working in kind of an oval shape, so just back and forth like this. The reason that we're using our hand is from the heat of our hand, it's gonna really melt this product into our foundation and into our skin, rather than looking like you just striped a line on your face. So it really kind of melts it in. So this is a cream to powder highlight. but there's also the powder option, which I'm going to show you too. So tons of different options for highlighting, but I really love highlighting, especially during the holidays. If you're taking family photos or Christmas time, it really makes your makeup pop. So if you've been feeling like your makeup looks dull, or you just need some kind of like va-va-voom, you know what I mean, to your makeup, adding a highlight is perfect. It's not like overboard, doesn't make you look like, whoa, what have you done? What's so different? But it also gives you something that you're like, oh, I love your highlight. It's very flattering on, it's very complimenting. So now we're gonna take the powder form. So this, again, the Touch a la Mode Luminizer, it's a highlight, and it's gonna be under highlight on my website. And this is in the shade Lustrous, clearly my favorite. This is just a really great bronze. So we're gonna pop this on the bridge and tip of your nose. And then you can kind of use a heavier hand, and I'm just using a fluffy brush for this step. And you're just gonna pop this right on top of that cream, and it's gonna cling onto that and really bump it up a notch. So we're gonna put that right over top. So pretty, especially for the holidays, and especially during summertime too. It gives you that really gorgeous sun-kissed glow, but it also kind of gives your makeup this like really gorgeous dewy finish without actually being dewy. So, isn't that pretty? See how it just like gleams? Ah, love it. And it's very complimenting to like your contour, your blush, and all of that. Thank you, Judy. I decided last minute to order the kudos for last month. Yes, absolutely. You can return or exchange products like no problem. We're like the Nordstrom of makeup. So if you grab something and you're not thrilled on it, or you're shopping for someone for Christmas, rest assured they can return or exchange it, no problem. Everything, like I said, is available right there, rayahopebeauty.com. So this month, I actually got to model and help with the kudos. So if you go to rayahopebeauty.com and you click kudos, you're actually gonna see me on the website, which is really, really cool. So what a kudos is, if you're new, it's basically like our monthly deal. Every month it's something different. This month you're gonna get your choice of mascara and then your choice of eyeshadow palette. So you get to pick all of the colors. So makes for a really, really great gift if you're shopping for someone. Just if you're needing any help picking out a palette for them, just message me a selfie of them, or you can let me know, oh, they have blue eyes or green eyes or whatever, and I can give you a recommendation on what eyeshadow palette to grab them. It seriously makes for such a great stocking stuffer. Or if you are really want to be mom of the year, they have collections on my website, which are all discounted. So if you go to collections and sets, you can potentially buy them, depending on which collection you choose, an entire like makeup kit. Thank you so much. Yes, eyebrows can be difficult if you're using the wrong products. So if you have yet to grab this brow pencil today, you need to snag it. It is seriously so incredible. It makes it so fast and so easy. I used to be kind of intimidated by doing my brows as well. I always felt like, no, I'm gonna look like I have caterpillar brows. And it wasn't until I grabbed this pencil that I was like, oh my gosh, I can do it. It's not that hard. So my eyebrows are looking like a hot mess right now because I like need to get them waxed so bad, but we're gonna make do. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be okay. I'm fine. Okay, so I wanna do one brow to really show you the difference of doing your brow. So one brow down, one brow not done. Do you see that difference? See how this side looks much more structured, much cleaner. This side looks a little bit messy, but the most incredible part of doing your brows, look at how much more room you have on this side for eyeshadow versus this side. Doesn't this side look like it's hanging over a little bit versus this side looks tighter, brighter, like even like with my eyebrows up, it still looks like I have so much more room on this side for eyeshadow. So if you wear glasses or you have hooded eyes or you have squintier eyes, definitely making sure to do your brows and not even doing them as bold as I am. I love bold brows, so that's why I draw them on a little bit darker. But if you want to do them more subtle, you absolutely can. This pencil makes it so stinking easy. So this is the brow pencil and this is in the shade medium. There's also light and there's also dark depending on your hair color. So just let me know what hair color you have or send me a selfie and I can tell you what color to grab. But has a retractable tip so you never have to worry about sharpening it. It's so stinking easy. And then also has this spoolie end on the other side. So if you didn't want to draw them on so dark, you could use this spoolie end and just comb through your brows when you're done. It'll lighten it up. It'll soften the look. All right, so brows are done. How fast was that? So now it's time for this palette. So it's so pretty. Look at that. So with our palettes, you get to pick every single color. So if you need help building a palette, I'm your girl. I would love to help you. Just send me a message and let me know what color eyes you have or what you're kind of gearing for, and I will line you up a perfect palette to complement you. Okay, so first things first, before I do my eyeshadow, I always use my eyeliner first. Yeah, this one today is going to be kind of like an orangey eye. So it'll be a little bit more colorful, but it will look really gorgeous for holiday or for Thanksgiving if you're needing some inspo for that. But like I said, before I do my eyeshadow, I always do my eyeliner, and this is in the shade Perfect. And I line my waterline with this. And the reason that I do this is, one, it makes my lashes look bolder, and two, when I am like smoking out the under eye, it also smokes out the eyeliner, so it's like thinking smarter, not harder. Catherine, I would go off of your eye color, not so much your hair color, but message me a selfie or let me know what color eyes you have, and I can give you a recommendation on which eyeshadows to grab in this month's Kudos. So like I said, you get the eyeshadow palette and your choice of mascara in the Kudos, and they're discounted because they come together, and you also get this cute little makeup bag too. All right, so this is the palette we're doing. So these are the colors Optimistic, Witty, Visionary, and Fervent. So first things first is we're gonna grab our fluffy crease brush. I'm gonna wipe off whatever is on there from yesterday. And then Catherine messaged me and I can tell you. All right, so now we're gonna go in with this color right here, which is Witty. It's this really pretty, like lighter orange, really pretty for fall. And so now we're gonna take that and apply on the kind of the brow bone, just back and forth like this. So I always say that when you're doing your eyeshadow, you're gonna think this: rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. Rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. And the reason that I say that is because we don't want to just stick to this one area, or else it's going to be harder to blend out later. So rather blend it now than we'll have to blend it later. Just had a text. Yay! Hi, Kelly. Awesome. Yes, private message me here on Facebook, and I would be so thrilled to help you pick out palette or mascara or foundation, you name it. I would love to help. All right, so now that we kind of have that worked up, we're gonna make sure that our brow bone has it really well, because we're gonna be building off this color. That's gonna be kind of like our base. This brush seriously makes the biggest difference on how like smooth and soft your eyes look too. It's called the Fluffy Crease Brush. It just applies it so incredibly well. It's a perfect amount of tapered, perfect amount of fluff. It really does an amazing job at applying. All right, so now that we have Witty on, now we're gonna move on to the second color, which is gonna be Fervent right here. I'm gonna use the same exact brush, and this color is more of like a really darker maroon. So I made sure not to like tap a lot, and I made sure to swirl on the cap of this. I know, isn't Witty so pretty? And now we're gonna kind of work here out in the outer corner and slowly build in to the inner corner of the lid, just like that. Thank you, welcome guys. Typically when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I use maybe like 3 brushes on an everyday basis. What choices do we have for palette eyeshadow? You can pick any of the colors. I think there's over 26 shades to choose from, and they're all stunning. They have matte colors, they have metallic, they have satin. There's so many different finishes. It's really, really fun. But like I said, if you need any help, if you're like overwhelmed, which I feel ya, just message me. So the reason that I swirl in the cap of it is to separate the powder on there. So opposed from going here to here, it's gonna end up being, when you tap in, you're getting all that powder in the one area. If you swirl, you're separating that pigment, so instead it's not gonna look as harsh or as dark right off the bat. So it helps to kind of ease into the shadow rather than applying it like a chunk. Thank you. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure that you click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. And if you haven't messaged me yet for a color match, definitely do so. I can help you guys figure out how to get your foundation and all your products at a really good price. So make sure that you shoot me a selfie or a recent photo. And you can let me know like what your preference is. If you like full coverage, if you like light coverage, etc. And that way I can give you a really good personalized recommendation. you won't get a hot spot. That's right. It's diffused. Oh, I like all your guys' words. Diffused, hot spot. Okay, so we're gonna just slowly build up this color. It's always easier to build than it is to blend, so just keep that in mind. Oh, yay, nice. I am so glad. If I have helped you or taught you anything in this tutorial, make sure you click that share button or invite some friends to watch. If you guys are a part of any like makeup groups or anything like that, feel free to share this in there as well. Okay, so now that we have that on there, see how it's starting to begin to like morph into this really gorgeous color? I always like to have an empty brush on hand to just sweep away anything that may have fallen. And then now we're gonna grab this brush right here, which is called the Deluxe brush. And we're gonna grab this color right here, which is Visionary. It's this really pretty kind of rose gold metallic color. And we're gonna pop this right on top in the inner corner, working towards the middle of the eye. We're not gonna really overlap on the outside corner, but just focusing on this in part. So just right in here. But do you see how that really grabs the attention to the middle of the eye? Isn't that so pretty? These colors really, really complement each other. Thank you. I actually do hair tutorials a lot here on Facebook, so make sure that you request to get those live notifications. You can click the 3 dots up here and it should be able to turn on live notifications, or you can always sign up for my texting service. It just tells you when I go live or when there's new deals or anything like that, and that's also free and super easy. You'll just text Rhea Hope, all one word, to the phone number 83361 83361, and you'll write Rhea Hope. It's pretty much how you can find me everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. Just search Rhea Hope. Okay, so now that we have Visionary on there, how fun is this turning out? All right, so now I like to kind of go through everything one more time, just very briefly. So grabbing Witty again, which was that really gorgeous orange, and just kind of dusting that on top. Over here. And then we'll grab a little bit of Fervent and work that in. Love all your tips, thank you. Love that it's okay to do the inner corner. Yes, absolutely. Doing the inner corner really, it kind of opens up the eyes, which is pretty. Okay, Fervent. And then we don't want to lose any pigment of Visionary, so we just kind of dust that on. And then what I like to do to kind of bring the whole eye look together, so we're going to do 2 things. One, we're going to take a little fluffy brush and we're going to grab this color right here, which is a shade Optimistic. This is going to be kind of like a champagne metallic color, and it really brightens up the inner corner. I'm going to pop that on either side. We might have to clean it up a little bit here in a second, which is fine. But I like to do this step last because we don't want to overpower it while we're doing the inner eyes. And then you're just going to take this and you can kind of swoop over the brow bone. It kind of blends it out, but also highlights that brow bone really pretty. Okay? So we kind of just pop around with our different colors. I love to use different brushes for different colors, so that way I know I have that color already picked up on there, which makes it easy. All right, now I'm gonna take my brush, if I can find it, called it's by Morphe actually. It's a 432 brush. It's just kind of like a liner brush. And I'm gonna grab this color Fervent, which was that really gorgeous maroony color. And we're gonna take that underneath the lower line and just kind of drag it. And now you could do this step like as bold or as light as you want, but I really love to do this. Not only does it kind of give you a finished cohesive eye look, but it also can give the illusion that you have mascara on the bottom lash line. So I use what's called the Esteem Lash Serum. It's obviously our lash growth serum. I use it every single night before bed, and it's made my lashes grow so long that my under eye lashes touch my face, which first world problems, right? You're like, can I have that problem? Grab the Esteem Lash Serum and you will. It's only 24 bucks too, it's crazy. But anyway, So my bottom lashes are so stinking long that they touch. So if I would wear mascara on here, it would transfer. So I found that using eyeshadow underneath gives the same illusion that I have mascara on without having to put any on. So yes, please, sign me up. Okay, so see how that really just kind of brings the whole look together? All right, so now that we've done that, now we're just gonna do slight touch-ups before we put on our mascara. Not pretty. And then any fallout, this is what I like to do. Sweep away, and then I like to grab my blending bud, and I just bounce this off just like this, and this is gonna clean it up. It's gonna cling to any eyeshadow that had fallen, and it'll also kind of clean up this line right there. I do like it to look a little bit kind of blended and messy. I think it is very complimenting. Okay, so now for mascara. First thing I always do is I spray my setting spray all over. And the reason that I do that before I put on my mascara is it also kind of preps my lashes and my lips for the mascara rather than making them more wet after you put it on. So that definitely helps. And then it also is going to hold all of your makeup in place, so it's not going to transfer on your collar, or if you hug someone, this is going to hold everything into place. And it's also going to take away that like makeup-y look or the powdery look. So super important to make sure that you're setting your makeup. The lash product is called the Esteem Lash Serum. You can find it on my website right here, rayahopebeauty.com, and you can find it under lashes. So now we're using the lash primer. I absolutely love this product. It helps your lashes look way longer, way fuller, and also helps to curl them. So I always begin with this. It also really hydrates your lashes, which can help to make them stronger. So in combination of using the lash serum and this, your lashes are really gonna grow. So I always begin with that. And then what I like to do is I like to take this is the wrong color, I grabbed the brown, hold on. I like to take the Epic Mascara first. And the Epic Mascara gives you epic length. It's crazy good. And in this month's kudos, like I said, not only do you get to pick your choice of palette colors, but you also get to choose your choice of mascara. So you can pick the black, the brown, the waterproof, or the 4D. So we're gonna go one coat of that on each side. Like I said, this gives you amazing length. And I kind of go from the base of the lash all the way up, and I like to kind of blink onto the wand. I feel like that really helps apply it. Okay, so now that we've done that, now I like to go in with the 4D mascara, and this product helps with so much length and volume, it's crazy. So it's a dual wand, so it has dual bristles on it, has fibers infused in it, so it helps with the volume. There's no fallout of fibers at all. It's a one-step mascara. Oh, it's so good. It totally gives the appearance of like fake lashes. Isn't that amazing? Look at that length and volume. Oh. I know, I've been really loving layering the two. I did it as a demo showing the difference between the 4D and the Epic, and I haven't looked back. I'm like, I'm doing this every day. I was so obsessed with all the drama on my lashes that I have to use both. Worth it. Not so cool. I was gonna say so pretty and gorgeous at the same time. Hush, hush, hush. Oh, amazing. All right, so for lips, we're gonna do one of my favorite lip combos that's just a simple, good every single day. So because we did such a fun eye, I wanted to do kind of a more neutral lip. So we're gonna take the lip liner in Prudent, and are gonna overdraw our lips ever so slight with this. These lip liners are my jam. They're creamy, they glide right on, they only cost like $15. And they're pretty dang smudge proof. Okay, so now that we've done it, now we're gonna fill in the whole lip with it. Okay, now once we've done that, now we're gonna go in with the Opulence lipstick, this guy right here, in the shade Affluent. Such a pretty like mauve nude. Okay, and then I always like take my finger. Aw, thank you. Just like this. Oh. I like to really smooth it out. And you guys, these lipsticks are so creamy. I love it. So if you had dry lips, these are gonna be like your best friend. Isn't that pretty? Look at that color. Ah, love it. And then I'm gonna top it a little bit with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe. This just helps your lips look a little more pouty. That's so pretty. Oh, I love this lip combo. So that was the makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really love the way that this eye combo turned out. So if you were just now tuning in, the quad that we ended up using were these four. So Fervent, Visionary, Witty, and Optimistic. And I will put the full product list here in the comments. So if you are a silent watcher, make sure that you at least comment something, a hi, hello, whatever. So that way you'll be alerted when I comment the product list. It'll alert you. It'll be like, Rhea commented on her live video. So make sure that you comment something so you do get alerted. And then on my lips, we did lip liner in Prudent, lipstick in Affluent, and lip gloss in Luxe. And it also comes with this little touch-up mirror, which is cute. So definitely snag whatever that you had your eye on or that you think that maybe someone that you're shopping for this holiday season would like. Everything's available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Let me know if you guys need any help color matching or if you need help picking out any of your quads, but definitely grab my kudos. I'm so proud of it. So make sure that you check it out at least, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Click kudos. Let me know if I can be of any help to you guys. And I will see you over on Instagram next to give you guys full outfit details and do a fun little try on haul with some really cute clothing pieces. So I'll see you over on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope. So make sure that you tag someone here in the comments if you found this tutorial useful or entertaining or anything like that. So tag them in the comments, share it to your page. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.